Now from the windy city of Chicago. Baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Cincinnati hope to put a lid on their 7-game losing streak. Coming up next. Sonny Gray is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid season up to this point. 15 wins on the year, and that's a pretty good number. He's going to look to add to that total in this one here today.
Digging in now, Billy Hamilton. He will lead this one off today.
Leading out for Cincinnati, center fielder number 6, Billy Hamilton.
First offering on its way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, no excuses anymore. April, May go by, you kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on the...
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center as it ought to be good for extra bases. And the Reds get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position one batter into the game.
Gene Segura standing in. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Hero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Adam Eaton. First trip to the plate for him in this one, and it's a good RBI spot too. Leadoff man at third with one down. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside corner, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
Here's the 3-0. Hard ground ball to third. Bryant's got it. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game.
I think the decision to send him home came down to one thing: the guy they're facing on the mound. He's not likely to struggle out there and give up several runs, so I think they thought risking it for an early run was worth it. Didn't pay off that time, though.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Eaton leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 1-2. Fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2. Drilled to the left side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
In now for the Reds, Jesse Winker. First at bat for him here, and he enters play 7th in the National League in round trippers. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. There's a fastball that misses.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is. No doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Now the 1-0 is taken. Strike 1.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
The 1-2. Line drive to left. Schwarber is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. 3 left for Cincinnati. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Michael Pineda, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here comes the first pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games. And now a pitch on the way. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pineda, once a Minnesota Twin. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time. One gone. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He's in the top 5 in runs scored in the National League, so he's a big part of the lineup. The guys behind him are doing a good job of driving him in, too, but they'd be a whole different team without him.
The next Cub up, Bryce Harper. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Pitch popped up. Number 15 is there to put this one away, and perhaps an over-anxious Harper is set down on the first pitch he sees. So in now for Chicago, Chris Bryant. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. And the changeup is way low that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Nope. 1-1 is a cutter that misses 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. On a good pitch there. Had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Two out, nobody on. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard. He's ready. Here's the first offering, and it's fouled away. Scorched to third, and that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo. And now he has some trouble with it in left.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Here's Javier Baez as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's entering play in this one, a home run shy of 20 for the season. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Drilled down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Bryant at second, Rizzo at first, 2 out in the inning. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of the game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
The 2-2. Fouled off. Another try at 2-2. And another foul ball. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss.
Scooter Gennett.
Here it comes. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Gray has his target. Here it is on 2-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Settling in now, Tucker Barnhart. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First pitch on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's a .300 hitter, 3 for 10. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Stepping in now, Michael Pineda. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. 1-0 count. Here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. Story plays it in. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He's looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a line drive, but this is going to get foul. Boy, right down the middle for strike 2.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
So coming to the plate, Kyle Schwarber head-to-head against Michael Pineda. He's a .333 hitter. He's taken him deep once. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in to get those guys to respect it and open up that outer half of the plate.
Misses, ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Batting 8.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini, trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses, ball 1. Hit to first. Backhanded. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back to baseball on the show from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Cloud Gate there, a popular tourist destination in Millennium Park.
Leading out for
Stepping
Cincinnati,
in, Billy Hamilton. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Gray's ready. Here's the 0-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Hamilton is retired, and there's one away. So stepping in, Gene Segura. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Segura behind on a 1-2 count.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Third inning, no score to this point. Here's another 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Full count now. Now a ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Count remains full. Another full count pitch home. On the ground to second for Baez. On to first, and there were 2 down.
the right fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
Standing in, Adam Eaton, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. A strike, and it's 2-1. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Sonny Gray.
Pitcher, Sonny Gray.
Here's the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Popped him up. Joseph has a play. Makes the play, one away. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Now batting, George Springer. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Up around the face. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are two away.
Right fielder number 34, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. So here's the cleanup hitter, Tommy Joseph, as we begin the top of the fourth.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Hey guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike three called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Jesse Winker, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. A base hit in his first trip. Now the 1-0. A ball and a strike now. The pitch. Count is 1-2 now. Ball and two strikes. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. He's got it, and there are two down now.
How about
Coming to the plate now, number 15 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a breaking ball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
And this is fouled at the plate. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Reds are down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready now, Chris Bryant. He drew a walk his first time
Moving
up.
up the 4th inning, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Sliding stop by Jeanette. And the first out of the inning is a beautiful one. What a play.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Second baseman number 9.
Digging in, Javier Baez. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Into the box, Scooter Jeanette. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Scooter Jeanette.
Gray has his target. First pitch on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Gray ready with the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. Schwarber sprinting after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Now at the plate, Tucker Barnhart. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First offering on its way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Outside, 3-0 now. He loses him on ball 4.
The pitcher, number 35, Michael Pineda.
So here's the Reds pitcher, Michael Pineda. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. First delivery to him on the way. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Trevor Story digs into the right side of the batter's box to kick off the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
To 2-2 now.
I got to count 2-2.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Coming in on it is Eaton. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Digging in to try it again, Kyle Schwarber looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at bat. It's ball 1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Lined hard to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Popped high in the air. And Segura will make the catch, and that ends the inning. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we still have no score. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Billy Hamilton.
Gray into his motion. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Nope.
Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Gene Segura standing in. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. A bouncer up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Row, is you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Line toward the alley in left center. And nobody's home. It's a base hit. And he's safe.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued. 0-0.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. Grounder down the line at third. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. On its way is pitch number 75. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
This has pretty much been a pitcher's duel so far, so any way you can score a run, and a sac fly right there brings home the first run of the game here in the middle innings.
Digging in once again, Jesse Winker. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
Over to first, Gray. Runner back safely. Eaton is off at first with 2 away. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Reds 1 and the Cubs nothing. Albert Almora is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Albert Almora.
Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, so far it's been easy pickings for this pitcher. He's gone through this lineup almost unscathed. But right there, leadoff single, middle part of the game. Let's see if he makes an adjustment before they do.
Here's George Springer. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Segura for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but one ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Hamilton is under it, and the inning is over. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches. They're down 1-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th, and before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Cole Hamels is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 35, Cole Hamels.
Ready once again, number 15. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Number 15.
First offering on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. He's set, and the pitch. Here's a strike. Hamels comes set. Here he comes 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
Scooter swings and sends it out to deep right. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 16 for him on the year as the Reds move out in front now 3-0. In now, Tucker Barnhart. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a walk in his last trip. Smoke toward the hole. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
The pitcher, number 35, Michael Pineda.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Michael Pineda. He was a double play victim last time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a bunt attempt here. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
1-1. Here it is. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Shows bunt here, but this one misses. Ball 3. Billy Hamilton will be next. The 3-1 pitch. And he pops up the bunt attempt. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And on 3-2, he's squaring and he gets it down. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Into the box now, Billy Hamilton, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Schwarber is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 3-0 Cincinnati. Stepping up to the plate, Chris Bryant. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First delivery to him on the way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
Now the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Two and two.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
1-1, the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Again, he sends it out of play. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Winker ranging forward. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. Solo home run there for Javi Baez. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Cubs are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. But the Cubs do get one back on the solo home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Brendan Morrow will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Brendan Morrow.
Striding into the box, Gene Segura is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Fouled off. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Now the 2-1. 3-1.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Hit back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
The right fielder, number 2.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first, but the runner's back easily. In now is Adam Eaton. Segura runs, and this one's in the dirt. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Segura stands at second with no outs. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So striding forward now, Tommy Joseph. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. 2 balls, no strikes now, batting with 1 out and a runner at third.
This would seem like an easy RBI situation. 2-0 count, runner in scoring position, but you have to know there's an open base, and he might be pitching around you.
3-0 now. Jesse Winker is on deck. One. Here it is on 3-1. Now a ball hit hard toward first, and that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. Trotting in to score is the runner from third, and that'll push the lead up to 3 here in the 8th.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Into the box, Jesse Winker. Runners on the move for second. In the air out to straightaway left. Schwarber is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Number 15. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. From the stretch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something. without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Springer. And that's the third out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Reds are on top 4-1. Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Kyle Schwarber.
Pitch on the way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
1-2.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, but it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Standing in now, Victor Caratini. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
Here's one for Jeanette, the second baseman. He's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Tommy La Stella will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Tommy La Stella.
And that one just missed outside. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Jeanette ranging into the outfield, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They trail it 4-1.
Dylan Betances enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him a chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Previous history against Dylan Betances, he's 0 for 7. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2. Betances, originally from New York State, he was an 8th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Here's the 2-0. 2-1 now. The 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
I got 3 and 2.
Betances sets with the payoff pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
In now, Tucker Barnhart, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Now the 2-0 home will not catch the zone, ball 3. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
The pitcher, number 35.
Joey Votto will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 19, Joey Votto.
Pulled toward right center field. Springer on the run, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And the runner will score from second. In to score is the runner from first. It's 6-1.
Wow, they're hitting on all cylinders as the lead increases to 5 now. Nice job there to drive the ball into the gap and turn on the Jets for a triple.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Previous history against Dellin Betances, he's gone 2 for 6. One and one to the Reds leadoff man. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball stays high.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
The 2-1 home takes a pitch for strike number 2. This is line to left. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Gene Segura standing in. He swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. High in the air out towards shallow right. Harper has a play. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
In now is Adam Eaton. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
The 2-1. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base-stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
0-2, here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So 3 runs on just 1 base hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. The Reds lead it 7-1. Ryan Presley, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Ryan Presley.
Here's George Springer. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. First pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. hit him. Let's hope he's okay. And they are able to get the out at first, but more importantly, let's hope he's okay on the mound. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game, and from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Digging in, Bryce Harper, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's amazing.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. Solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. 45 home runs now on the campaign, and it's a 7-2 game now.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Now batting.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. No hits to this point.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. And a fastball just a bit high.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Now the 2-1. He's outside for a ball. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bryant stands at first with 1 out. Hit down the line at first. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Second baseman, number 9, Javier.
Here's Javier Baez. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Trevor Story is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. The Cubs are down to their final strike here, and a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Boy, what a nice play there by that catcher on that breaking ball that was down and away. That's not an easy pitch to corral, particularly with the runner on third.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Well, listen, there's no doubt they were pressing during that 7-game losing streak, but that's behind them now. Now they can play a little bit freer, which is the way this game is supposed to be played anyways.
7-2, the final score this afternoon. The Cincinnati Reds rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Michael Pineda earns win number 7 on the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Sonny Gray is saddled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.